Good morning, guys. Jason from Man's Adventures, and on today's video it is another adventure. It is February the 11th and we are headed out for a weekend camp with a few of the guys from work. We're headed to Martin's Fork Lake. This is actually mine and Steven from the Crafty Crow Show's annual February winter camp. So we've done this, it's be the third year in a row, but a couple other guys are joining us from work this time. So we've got this Jeep loaded up, my bag's packed. Guys, let's head to Martin's Fork Lake and make camp. We'll see you there. It's time to pick up the Crafty Crow. There he is, the Crafty Crow, coming from the crow's nest.
Hello, everybody.
The crow's nest in the flesh. This is the seat that all the magic is created.
It's a good thing I've been showing my junk pile behind me, huh?
Right, behind the scenes. This is what it's like.
Here, let me turn some lights on.
You're gonna turn the lights on. Oh my goodness, check that out. How do you handle that?
That blue 56K look that I have to edit out because I need some better temperature lighting in here.
That's pretty cool.
Here, we'll adjust it down for you.
Oh my goodness. Those are awesome. All right, I'm not this high tech,
get
guys.
you some shadowing going.
Here for the last year or so, I've been like a flashlight on the side. Hey guys! do you see the subscribe sign? Do you see that? Do you see the Crafty over here? It's like being at a TV studio, but, well, it kind of is.
It kind of is.
All right.
Workshop / studio.
Let's get this guy loaded and go camping. Alright guys, we've arrived at the lake and we're going to get our bags on our backs, strap in, and head to camp. Owen's coming up behind us and we're not sure if Dalton's going to make it, but as of right now, 4 of us are going. It may end up just being 3. See you on the trail. Let's hit this trail. Here's the trailhead. YouTube, it ain't easy. So this is a YouTube video about a guy making a YouTube video. What do you think about that?
A YouTube video about a guy making a YouTube video about a guy making a YouTube video.
We're almost to camp, and I'm really curious if my shelter's still here. I really hope it is, especially with the fire pit. That way, my camp's almost set up, and all I have to do is make improvements. We'll see when we get there, I guess. We got about another 200 yards. Right over there. It looks like camp did not survive. The high water got it and brought in some trash. We got some work to do. Let's build camp. All right guys, after surveying the area and my shelter's laying on the ground, we have decided to move down by the lake. It's going to be the area last year where I was sawing some of that wood. If you'll look back on that video, I'll post it up in one of these corners. I'm dyslexic, but you'll be able to see. Steven's getting a kick out of that one. But yeah, we're going to move down there and set up whole new shelter. Steven's found a really nice setting rock, and I have found a very nice stump log. So I'm actually going to build my shelter off that. Let's go check it out. He's recording me.
And Jason found a perfect log to sit on. So we'll show you that when we get down here. But instead of being up here where we were last year, we're going to go on over the hill a little bit and set up our stuff down there right next to the water.
Well, it's the best way to get down there without sticking ourselves too bad. Oh, that's thicker. I'm going this way. It's rough getting through the brush sometimes. Owen carrying this big pack, getting stuck on everything. And then the holly tree's poking us. But, like I was telling you, over here is the setting rock. And Stephen likes it really well. And then this is going to be my shelter.
Oh, let me get you a look at this mountain back.
All right, before we're setting up camp, I'm gonna hike back out and get our food. And I believe Owen's here, so I'm gonna make sure he can find his way into us. But yeah, let's head back and get our steaks, a couple bottles of water, and pack all that in. Absolutely a gorgeous day out here. I don't know if I told you all what the weather's supposed to be, but today is Friday, February 11th. We're looking at mid-60s, like short sleeve weather. It's amazing. Slight chance of showers in the morning, and then partly cloudy, mid-40s. And tomorrow night, yeah, that'll be the test. 20 degree for the low. So, got to get a good shelter built up and ready for that. But tonight, mid-40s, nothing bad at all. Let's go find Owen and get this food. Guys, look who I found. It's Mr. Owen Petery. I'm headed to the Jeep to get our cooler. So, yeah.
I wasn't even going to bring a cooler, and then I decided that I might need some drinks or something, you know.
All right, so Owen's made it, so that's good. There'll be 3 of us for this weekend at least. Now we just got to see what happens with Dalton. I've not heard from him. I actually have 1 bar service up here. We didn't have that last year, so we'll see if Dalton makes it in. There'll be 4 of us. We told some more from work. If they get off, feel like it, come join us. So who knows how many will show up, but I have a feeling it's just gonna be us 3, maybe 4. But yeah, let's get these steaks and food and get packed in and build this shelter. I'm so ready to build a shelter. I think that's my favorite part. Stephen would probably say it's cutting firewood. I do like cutting firewood. I love being out in nature. All right, let's go. All right, we have made it back to camp. I am going to go get my poles from the old shelter that's on the ground now and use them on this new shelter. We're going to try to build it a little better this time. All right, let's get to work. So there's my old shelter. Now let's figure out something new. All right, so my ideal, I believe I'm gonna do for this one is run a pole here, get a longer ridge pole there, and then do ribs coming down and tarp over it. That way I can have almost like an A-frame tent sort of structure. Don't really know the name for that, but that's what we're going with. So let's go get some more material and we'll put it together and I'll show you what we got. Now with this ridge pole, we'll tie this up real tight here. This will be my entryway. Then we will run some of these for ribs and pull our tarp over it tight. So it should make a nice little tent. All right, guys, it's windy out here. Stephen, how windy is it, buddy?
I'm starting to think that this tarp is not going to pass the test.
What you all don't know is this right here was beautifully set up over him as his shelter just, I don't know, 2 minutes ago. A big gust of wind come in. Me and Owen heard a poof. Turned around and Stephen was just sunbathing. So back to the drawing board for the Crafty Crow. He's gonna have to get real crafty to battle his 30-mile-per-hour winds. Meanwhile, my A-frame is starting to shape up, kinda, sorta. We'll see what happens. All right, this is going to be my frame for my shelter. I've got it all tied up and it's pretty taut. I'm going to put my tarp over it this way. I'll have an open view of the lake and just stake it out well. We've learned what can happen with that already. Right, Stephen? Right. And Owen, if you look over here at Owen, he's already like, his camp was set up 2 hours ago. I think he's had some lunch and he wrote a letter home. He's killed it. He's ground pounding in a tent. No bushcraft for him today.
Yeah, I was going to bring my shelter like I like to do, set up something like that. But I actually just got this tent, so be looking on my channel for some shorts this weekend, at least. I'm going to try to review this tent. Got a new sleeping mat and stuff I'm reviewing, so it's going to be fun for me as well.
Yeah, looking forward to that content. So be sure, if you've not subscribed to Owen, it's Owen Petery. That's just all it is, isn't it?
Yeah, self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed Owen Petery. So go to YouTube, check him out. He'll have some shorts, maybe a video up on this. We'll see how that goes. And of course, you know the Crafty Crow Show. He's going to have his point of view, which right now is a little wide open.
I'm going to give a review on this tarp.
Yeah, it's going to be a negative review, I'm sure. It's already ripped even straight out of the box. But guys, I'm going to get this tarp over my frame here, and I'll show you what we got. And I'm going to take lessons from Steven on what not to do. All right guys, here it is. The shelter's made up. I've got it tied down real good. And as you can see, I've put debris around the edges because this wind is crazy. As you've seen earlier, Steven lost his first setup and he's working on plan B right now. But I plan on getting some pine boughs and put down in here as my bedding or mattress, sort of. Then lay my bivvy and mummy sack on top of that. Plan on sleeping pretty good in here. So let's go cut up some pine boughs. Now the ideal is to bring these in and you actually work them in to like a wishbone pattern, and then it'll give you a nice springy mattress and keep you off the ground a little bit. So it'll take quite a few handfuls to get this done. I'll get working on it, show you when I'm finished. Alrighty, as you've seen, I've already got one load of these. It's probably gonna take 2 or 3 at least to get a good lofty mattress. So just cut some more, they grow back real easy, and keep making that bed. Try to find the ones that's real full, give me a lot of loft. Starting to think it's easier to just break them. Save a little time if it does. Oh yeah, much easier. Joe Robinette didn't show us that trick. Steven's still working on his shelter. Owen's working on the fire pit and getting some firewood in. As soon as I get my bed made, I'm gonna help Owen. Or Steven, whichever needs it the most. And there it is. My mattress, I guess you would call it. I don't know, got about 6 inches of loft under it, so hopefully I'll sleep good. All right, got some firewood collected. As you can see, Owen got a pretty good stack going, and I went and got a few more dry standing. And it's time to go filter some water. There's our fire pit Owen built. It's a good looking fire pit. It's gonna grill up some nice steaks here in a minute. But I got most of my gear inside my shelter. I'll show you here. Tucked away neatly. Got my mattress down. Got my bivvy and mummy sack in there. I just got to shore this up right here to keep some wind blowing through. And I actually got a 5x7 tarp. I might try to make a door across that before bedtime. But right now, I have drank all my water. Let's go out and get some water. How's your day been?
I'm sitting on my sulking rock and sulking.
I like it.
It's been one of those days.
Bushcraft.
Nah.
There's a shelter.
I can say.
Is this plan C?
I don't think we're in the alphabet no more.
That's why we're using
We'll see what happens.
I will say one thing. Dave Canterbury and Corporal's Corner make this crap look easy.
Yes. I still think it's just editing.
Yeah, I think
they have to have problems.
They know what they're doing better than I do.
I think we're going to take one of their classes and we'll figure it out.
All right, guys. I've got my water. It's starting to get dark. GoPros do not like the dark. So as you can see back there, Owen's getting the fire started. Then we're gonna throw some steaks on there and eat, tell some ghost stories, and probably go to bed. It's been a long day. You'll definitely have to check out Steven's video. He's got a lot to tell you about today. It's been interesting. I'll actually link that video up here so you can see that. It's going to be wild. But yeah, guys, time for dinner, some stories, and bedtime. So I will see you in the morning. Good night.